Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Please remember to like and subscribe. Some even assert that they saw them together at the same eatery. Caryn Chandler wishes to remarry his ex-husband and split from his current fiancé, Matt Roloff. The existence of Caryn Chandler's ex-husband was previously unknown. All of the fans were unaware that Caryn Chandler had a former spouse. To Matt Roloff, Caryn Chandler cheated. After learning of this, Matt Roloff chooses to sell their house for $1.1 million and expels Caryn Chandler from it. Matt Roloff shows a great deal of grief. This goes beyond mere rumors. Insider reports, public sightings, and the star's own statements were used to piece together the scenario. Hold on tight, for what you're about to hear will forever alter your perception of this cherished couple. Let's begin at the beginning. In the 2006 TLC debut of Little People, Big World, we met Matt Roloff, a small man with lofty goals, his then-wife Amy, and his 4 children, twins Zach and Jeremy, daughter Molly, and son Jacob, on the 34-acre Roloff Farms in Helvetia, Oregon, where they raised pumpkins, held parties, and dealt with the difficulties of dwarfism in a large world. The show followed their lives. The farm was transformed into a tourism destination by Matt, the visionary patriarch, replete with adventure trips, castles, and pirate ships. But tensions simmered beneath the surface. Around 2014, Matt and Amy's nearly 30-year marriage started to publicly fall apart. Amy later disclosed in her biography, A Little Me, that she had long suspected Matt of being emotionally distant and possibly seeing someone else before their official breakup in 2016. Although fans made wild guesses, no one has yet to assign blame. Matt remained on the property following the divorce, but Amy and her new partner, Chris Murick, relocated to a nearby house. 2021 marriage. And now for Caryn Chandler. She wasn't always the glitzy fiancée we admired in films. In Season 1, Caryn made her debut on Little People, Big World as the manager of the farm, in charge of events and operations. Caryn was a midlife mother of 2 children, a son named Connor and a daughter named Brittany from her former marriage. She was born in 1968 in Oregon. She immediately established herself as a mainstay in the Roloff industry and was efficient and personable. This is where things start to get interesting, though. There was ambiguity around Caryn's past. For years, little was known about her ex-husband by the media or admirers. It seemed as though that period of her life had been wiped out and concealed to preserve her new identity as Matt's ideal mate. Actually, from the late 1980s until their 2012 divorce, Caryn was wed to Joseph Chandler for more than 20 years. A quiet man with a complicated past that included several DUIs and assault charges, Joseph filed for divorce amid rumors of personal problems and financial difficulties. They had a contentious divorce that included custody disputes over their children. However, Caryn came out stronger, and soon after, she was hired at Roloff Farms. Why the secrecy? According to insiders, Caryn desired a new beginning free from the criminal history of her ex, which included arrests that garnered media attention. Assuming Caryn was a single woman seeking love, fans were kept in the dark. They had no idea how quickly this secret past would resurface. Matt and Caryn fell in love after Matt's marriage to Amy ended. In 2017, they were formally dating, much to Amy's and the children's surprise. Amy later said that, while she and Matt were still married, she thought Matt and Caryn's relationship began as an affair. Before our divorce, I believe Matt and Caryn were more than simply friends. Amy stated in an interview in 2019. The division within the family grew. Tori and Zach stepped back from each other. Jacob accused Matt of favoritism, and Jeremy went on to live his own life. However, Matt and Caryn appeared indestructible. They traveled the world, purchased a vacation house in Arizona, and even Chris, Amy's spouse, was concerned about Amy's response when Matt proposed in April 2023 with a gorgeous diamond. Their romance dominated the show for 8 years. Matt built a huge 4,000-square-foot dream home on the site, spending over $1.40 million on unique features like accessible designs for his dwarfism and opulent luxuries for Caryn, while Caryn resigned her farm job to concentrate on their romance. Matt exclaimed, "This is our forever home," in a 2024 episode. Seeing it, supporters cheered them on. as atonement following the turmoil of the divorce. However, cracks were beginning to appear, initially subtly, such as Matt's solitary farm visits and Caryn's cryptic Instagram posts on adjusting to midlife changes. The ex-husband who was hidden comes out. A reunion that rocked the world. Let's take a closer look at the mystery that nobody anticipated. Joseph, Caryn Chandler's ex-husband, was more than a passing reference. The public was unaware of him for years. He was never brought up by Caryn on the show, on social media, or in interviews. He seemed to be non-existent. However, rumors began to circulate on Reddit threads and fan sites in late 2024. Joseph Chandler had returned to the scene. After the divorce, Joseph, who is currently in his late 50s, had maintained a low profile. He lived quietly in Oregon after a brief second marriage, but by 2023 he was single once more. According to people close to the family, their shared children were the innocent starting point for their reunion. Even as adults, Connor and Brittany had remained close to their father. Additionally, when a family, for the first time in over 10 years, Caryn and Joseph found themselves in the same room at a gathering in December 2024. We heard from an insider that it was first difficult, but there remained unresolved business. They spent hours discussing the past, their regrets, and the changes in their lives. In an instant, what began as closure became into something more. Reports of Caryn and Joseph being seen together at local Portland locations began to circulate by January 2025. According to one eyewitness report from the quaint Italian eatery Bella Vista, they were giggling over wine. Across the table, holding hands. They appeared to be on a date. The witness posted anonymously on a Facebook page called Little People, Big World. They were spotted having a lengthy talk at a Hillsborough coffee shop in another sighting. Caryn felt Joseph's arm around her shoulder. The fans were taken aback. How is this possible? Caryn was engaged to Matt, who was organizing the wedding and constructing their ideal house. However, the indications were present. Caryn's Instagram, which often features a few photos of her with Matt, became quiet on posts that are romantic. Rather, she posted ambiguous sayings about second chances and going back to one's past. In October 2024, Joseph, who hardly ever publishes on the internet, released a mysterious Facebook update. Life completes a cycle. Thank you for the reconnections. According to insiders, Caryn felt stuck in her relationship with Matt. Family conflicts over the agricultural inheritance are a major burden, particularly with Zach. Matt's environment was too chaotic, while Caryn craved stability. Joseph, according to a source, was a symbol of simplicity. Before the spotlight, she went back to her origins. Why Joseph's existence was kept a secret for so long is the key question. Her reputation as the wholesome farm manager turned reality star might have been damaged by her ex's criminal history, which includes DUIs and an assault charge from the early 2000s. When the truth came to light, many felt deceived. We believed that Caryn was a new beginning for Matt, but she had a complete private life. In a thread titled, Caryn's Hidden Ex, one Reddit user shared something. What else? We know, don't we? It was skirted over in the show itself. The illusion was maintained by the brief appearance of Caryn's children and the omission of any reference to Joseph. Rumors that Caryn wanted to remarry Joseph grew like wildfire as the reconnections become more intense. According to a close friend who leaked to tabloids, Caryn confided, "Joseph understands me in ways Matt never could. We've grown and maybe we can try again." By spring 2025, Caryn and Joseph were apparently looking for modest residences away from the glare of the farm. This wasn't only sentimental. Old Flames was being revived in full force. Fans engaged in endless debate. Matt's reported romance with Caryn during his marriage to Amy was viewed by some as karma. One commentator on a YouTube video that examined the split, "What goes around comes around," said, "Everyone deserves a second chance, but the real bombshell was yet to drop." Others supported Caryn against the accusations of adultery. The lovely tale was destroyed by the middle of 2025. According to insiders, Caryn reconnected with Joseph, crossed the boundary into adultery, both emotionally and possibly physically. She was unfaithful to Matt. Shortly after the announcement of the breakup, in July 2025, a family friend informed The Sun. Allegedly stolen text exchanges revealed Caryn telling Joseph that she had misgivings about Matt and that their engagement was a mistake. According to one letter, "I miss the us we used to be. Matt's world is too much." Matt, who had initially been unaware of the changes, began to notice them. While Matt took care of the farm, Caryn spent more time in Oregon visiting relatives. Responsibilities only. Matt acknowledged the breakup in a sorrowful Instagram post on July 22, 2025. "I've made the decision to break up with Caryn and call it quits on our engagement. This is the best course of action for us right now, and life is a continuous journey." But there was actual suffering underneath the friendly remarks. According to sources, Matt confronted Caryn in an emotional dispute at their Arizona home after learning about the reconnections from common acquaintances. The altercation was explosive. Matt was taken by surprise. According to an informant, he allegedly threw Caryn out that evening. Caryn departed in tears, making her way directly to Joseph's apartment after packing her luggage and told her, "If you want your ex, though him, I'm done being second choice." After investing $1.4 million, Matt offered their shared dream home for sale the following day for a fire sale price of $1.1 million. An acquaintance remarked, he couldn't bear to live there without her. Although it was billed as a custom-built refuge, Matt's true goal was to destroy the memories. Caryn at her side, she said. The split in a Facebook post that suggested she would get back in touch. Sometimes old roads call you back, and other paths diverge. Online, fans went crazy. Millions of views were received by the viral video, "Caryn Cheated on Matt." TikTok videos analyzed the accusations of cheating. There was a lot of conjecture in Reddit discussions like the truth behind Matt Roloff's split. Since she was back with her ex, Caryn started it. Karma for her initial relationship with Matt. Let's take a look back to see how deep the betrayal was. Suspicion of Caryn's emotional affairs, ironically with Matt, led to the dissolution of her marriage to Joseph. Joseph filed for divorce after finding that excessive phone calls to Matt were paid for on their family bill. History is being repeated. Of course. Once defending their connection as pure, Matt now had to deal with the same suffering he caused Amy. The family was taken aback. Amy, who is now happily married, shared a unique picture of herself with Matt post-split on social media with the remark, "Family first." Zach and Tori, who are not close to Matt, allegedly made contact to offer assistance. Ever the talkative one, Jacob intimated on social media that secrets always come out. Matt's grief was evident in the aftermath. He revealed in a subsequent Instagram video, "This has been the toughest time of my life. I poured my heart into this relationship, built a home for us, and now it's all gone." He sobbed as he walked around the deserted property, remembering the good old days. "Caryn was my forever, I believed. I was devastated to hear about her ex." Matt tossed. After struggling to find a job, he put himself to work and listed more of the property for sale. A young family swiftly purchased the dream home for $1.1 million, signifying his new beginning. However, the agony persisted. According to friends, he questioned everything while spending evenings by himself in Arizona, looking over old pictures. According to a source, Matt is a fighter, but this really got to him. In the meantime, Caryn and Joseph continued their relationship. They were spotted together at occasions by August 2025, and there were rumors that they were getting married again. She is now happier. Britney's daughter shared subtly on Instagram, but her reputation was damaged by the controversy. Fans denounced her as a gold digger and shunned her Amazon affiliate links. What does Little People, Big World stand to gain from this? The already paused show might return with an emphasis on recovery. By sharing pictures of family get-togethers, Matt alluded at a reconciliation with his children. According to insiders, Matt is open to dating again, but he is taking his time finding love. Ultimately, betrayal isn't the only theme in this tale. This concerns the human heart's complexity. The alleged infidelity, Caryn's hidden past, her reunion with Joseph, and Matt's heartbreaking reactions serve as a reminder that even in a large world, small secrets may lead to enormous heartache. We appreciate you viewing Reality Exposed. Did Caryn cheat, in your opinion, or was it karma? Leave a comment below. Additional update. Why fans believe Caryn from Little People, Big World is a negative influence on Matt. Fans of Little People, Big World have long had problems with Caryn Chandler, but she's now seen negatively. Impact on Roloff, Matt. Additionally, Matt Roloff requests an apology from Zach and Tori Roloff to his wife, Caryn Chandler. However, why? I'll tell you all about it. Although Little People, Big World supporters have never been fond of Caryn Chandler, their hostility towards her has recently grown. Some of her supporters claim that she has repeatedly forced herself into responsibilities within her family. Others think that at this stage of her life, she is unsuitably taking on the position of grandmother as Matt Roloff is not her spouse. Little People, Big World viewers are swooning for Caryn for whatever reason. Many people doubt the authenticity of the alleged romance between Matt and Caryn. Since Amy claimed that Matt had an affair with a family member, many readers of her book A Litleem thought that Caryn and Matt were intimate prior to their divorce. Fans were curious about Caryn Chandler once the news surfaced, and many conjectured that she had an affair before to her and Matt's 2015 divorce. This is the reason. Her supporters despise her greatly and are not shy about voicing their disgust. According to Room 175 of the Reddit Puzzleheaders and others, Caryn negatively affects Matt and will keep causing unnecessary stress on the family until it further shatters. With Caryn, the Roloff family experiences highs and lows. Her formerly productive ties with the Roloff children have steadily declined over time. When Matt sold the family farm, everyone blamed Caryn. Because they believe Caryn is a ruthless opportunist who is just interested in Matt's fortune, LPBW supporters despise her. She gave herself the nickname Ching because of her alleged reputation as a wealth digger, and her cynical admirers have begun referring to her by that name. She's even referred to as Cha by Matt's grandchildren. There are a lot of hypotheses about Caryn, and her admirers have enough of them. Reddit users who claim to have an agenda and are overly preoccupied with family issues that are not their responsibility are among the charges made against her. Some others think she is deliberately looking for ways to keep Matt away from the Roloff family in order to obtain an advantage by splitting them. Because Caryn frequently interferes in the relationships and business affairs of the family, viewers find her problematic. Some believe she has assumed a position as a grandparent that is beyond her capacity. The audience believes that Chris Murick is a better grandfather than Caryn. Despite her popularity among the Roloff grandchildren, viewers of LPBW believe that Matt and Chris's marriage to Amy is the only reason Caryn is dating him. She is taking on a role that is not yet her own. According to a supporter, Caryn's true colors are suddenly showing through and they don't seem cute. Her involvement seems odd because she ignored the other grandparents and pretended to be a grandmother to the Roloff grandchildren. She seems to think of herself as a grandma on par with the others based on her behavior. Big World fans and small people alike like Caryn and stand by her in spite of the reality that she is disgusting to some of them. Regarding Caryn, many people hold varying views. Viewers are still unaware of her plans for Matt and the Roloffs. As Caryn learns to be a well-rounded member of the Roloff family, most people wish her luck. Zach and Tori have been requested by Matt Roloff to apologize to his wife, Caryn Chandler. But why? Little People, Big World stars Matt and Zach, and their intense rivalry were the main focus of the previous season. Everything became more bizarre when the Roloff Farms were too big for the second party to eat. In pursuit of a new beginning, he and his family moved to Battleground, Washington. Since then, the well-known LPBW couple has been attempting to put some distance between themselves, with Matt Joa Jackson and Lila being off-limits to his girlfriend Caryn Chandler. Matt voiced his concerns about the stress this has placed on the family. Now that they live farther apart, Matt and Zach are no longer friendly. Only significant occurrences align the LPBO star. The well-known son is disappointed that he was not given a portion of the family land. It's often assumed that Caryn Chandler, Matt's girlfriend, attempted to talk him out of selling the land to his son. Zach questioned why Caryn attended their FAR negotiation meeting and made a suggestion about the issue, given that she is not related to them. In the most recent episode of LPBW, Matt went into great detail about everything. He held Caryn accountable for the agricultural deal's failure. Severely disapproved of. He says she is still very important to him even though they are not officially married. There seems to be a regulation that forbids Chandler, Jackson, Lila, and Zach from meeting Joa Tori's newborn child. Matt, on his part, felt furious and contended that the best course of action was not to alienate Caryn. Caryn also expressed her opinions. She said, "They did not make her feel welcome," referring to Matt's wife and son. Thus she is now allowing her husband to take control and act like a grandfather. She wished she could have visited the children and regretted not being able to. Matt claims that his relationship has suffered as a result of the entire situation. Matt and Caryn believe Zach and Tori would eventually forgive them despite their awful argument on the farm. Even the grandfather of LPBW acknowledged their relationship. He hoped that eventually they would be able to forgive them. Caryn did not see it that way. According to her, Tori and Zach left them account. Therefore, they would be the ones to start the peace negotiations. However, it's obvious that the couple has no interest in doing that. In the most recent teaser for Little People, Big World, Tori mentioned that Caryn has been telling people that she has been waiting for the two to make amends. The young mother was annoyed as a result. She curtly responded in the confessional that the olive branch had been transported to another island by a bird. It was clear from this that Zach and Tori would not forgive her soon. Everything seems to explode up in this new season. Matt Roloff is interested in purchasing Amy's share of the family farm. Since Little People, Big World's debut season, a lot has happened to the Roloff family. In the forthcoming May 11th season premiere of the well-known TLC series, viewers will be able to follow an active farm family from Oregon as they go about their regular lives despite being ready for the COVID-19 pandemic. The family matriarch appears in the just-published season teaser. Amy Roloff has moved into a new home with her fiancé, Chris Merrick. Chris Merrick is apprehensive about the new accommodation's seeming lack of personal space, though. Chris is annoyed when he returns from taking the trouble to clean out an area and discovers that she has left items there. "You know you're not giving me space." Amy, 56, is shown perusing clothes and considering whether the farm would be a suitable venue for the wedding ceremony as the couple gets ready for the nuptials. Although, during a tour of the premises, Chris candidly jokes that Amy is positioned between the new spouse and the former husband. While things between Matt Roloff and his girlfriend Caryn Chandler are going well, Chandler is starting to wonder what she wants to get out of the relationship. Amy asks the audience, "It looks like Chris and Matt are becoming friends. Is that so?" The hardest thing about seeing Matt and me together is that people assume, "Oh, she must be a gold digger." 2. Caryn Tori Roloff, sitting next to 59-year-old Matt, remarked, "And the thing is, why are you even thinking that? My husband is the pumpkin patch owner. Why did not it captivate me?" In a tone that sounds like a confession. "Indeed, you did." Matt corrects her and laughs as he informs her, "I don't have a spouse. Have I mentioned that?" she asks. In addition, despite their divorce 5 years ago, the couple must divide the assets of the family farm. For almost 30 years, Amy and Matt shared ownership of the house. Prior to their 2016 breakup, the children of the now ex-couple, Jacob, 27, Molly, and the twins, Jeremy and Zach, 30, were raised on the farm. "Did you hear the news? My dad is considering purchasing my mother." While walking with their 2 young children, 17-month-old Lila Ray and 3.5-year-old Jackson Kyle, Zach tells his wife Tori. Amy, though, is not shocked by the news. She tells the cameras, "I always knew he would want it all in the end." Zach as well as. He is considering running the family farm with Matt, and Tori is caring for their 2 young children, both of whom may eventually need surgery. Tori tells Isla she's going to the eye doctor. She would occasionally get cross-eyed, especially when gazing at something far away. She might need surgery or possibly corrective glasses. Thank you. TLC Jackson and Layla Roloff, the kids of Tori and Zach Roloff. He will undoubtedly require surgery, as Tori states. Zach informs the audience that Jackson's legs are starting to droop. The upcoming season will include the couple's happy announcement of their upcoming baby's arrival to the family as well. This moment was captured on camera shortly before Tori revealed that she had miscarried in March. She is currently informing her Instagram followers of the awful news. "We couldn't contain our excitement when we found out we were expecting our 3rd child," she wrote. 2 weeks prior to our first ultrasound, which we received at 8 weeks, our darling baby had died. Prior to it, she had never experienced loss as she was experiencing at the time. I've never experienced such simultaneous feelings of fury, depression, and terror. Since I didn't see any symptoms of our beloved angel daughter's illness, I was completely shocked to learn of her death. Not today. What are your thoughts on today's gossip? Please share your thoughts in the comment section and subscribe to our channel to receive future updates of similar kind.